All right, we are at City Hall once again doing the interviews with the city candidates, and with us right now, City Council member running for re-election, Mark Stewart. We appreciate you coming, Mark, and being with us and agreeing to do the interview. And we want to ask 5 basic questions that we've asked all the other candidates and all the other races. They're pretty general questions, but we want to give you the opportunities to talk to your voters and the viewers one more time before the election day. And so again, we appreciate it. We'll jump right into the questions.
Okay.
Alrighty. The first question is a very simple question. What does a city council member do? What are your responsibilities?
Okay. And first of all, good evening and thank you for this opportunity. Like Joel said, I am Mark Stewart, City Councilman and candidate for City Council District 4. The charter, which was written by the city, directs the city to be divided into 5 wards, with each part of the city being represented on the council. The council shall hold 1 regular meeting a month at a fixed time and place. Other meetings may be held at council discretion. The council has the power to create and or abolish positions, set the operating budget, serve on standing committees, acquire and or dispose of city property, and make or abolish ordinances, which translates into city laws, that do not conflict with state statutes. As a full-time councilman, I am one-on-one with my constituents to address problems and issues they encounter. This can be any issue involving utilities, streets, or city government. There are countless meetings that affect the daily operation of the city. These involve meeting with engineers, developers, Department of Transportation, water management, services providers, construction contractors, and state and federal representatives. These meetings give me the ability to understand the functions and operations of the city to better serve you, the residents. I average no less than 20 hours per week attending meetings and addressing issues. Being a prepared and informed city councilman is a full-time job and involves more than appears on the surface.
Thank you. Great answer. This is kind of a question that it's an important question, not only to us, but I think to the voters in general. And that is, why do you want to be a city councilman?
My desire is to continue to serve the people of Live Oak and the ability to make decisions that affect the quality of life with regard to influences the city has upon our lives. I have not, nor will I have, any agenda other than to serve the people. The pricing of utility rates and taxes is not something I take lightly. About 5.5 years ago, I was approached about serving on the city council, and I thought about it for a good period of time and made a decision that yes, I would be a candidate for city council. So at this point in time, I've really dedicated about 5 to 5.5 years of preparing myself to serve on the council and be a councilman.
Awesome. Wow. Okay. Our third question is if you are elected, what's your first order of business after being reelected?
That's a pretty simple question, in the fact that the first thing that's going to be required is to do a city budget. We will start holding our city budget meetings right now. In fact, the different departments should have already started presenting their budgets to the committee. The first order of business in that is to adopt a budget that is fair and balanced. Fair to those of us that pay the taxes and utility bills to fund city operations, and balanced to meet the needs to provide city services. We are all stakeholders in the city of Live Oak, so it's imperative that we all understand that the city of Live Oak are we, the residents.
Okay, great. Yeah. The fourth question, and this is kind of similar. You just told us what you wanted to do short term. What are your plans for the future as a city council member?
This question and then the following question tie in together to me. But Live Oak has been declared by the state of Florida by a term known as a RACIC. That stands for Rural Area of critical economic concern. And I hope that you caught the part of the phrase, area of critical economic concern. That connotation is degrading to me and our community. Nothing would please me more than for the state to drop that designation. How does that happen? It will require a larger job base, higher wages and benefits, better avenues for education, and greater health opportunities. All these measures would improve our economic condition. And by improving all of these conditions, I would hope it would move us away from a critical area of economic concern.
Good answer, and as you said, as you stated, it kind of, in a sense, runs into our next question. But the next question is, what specific actions will you take to improve the economic growth and diversity within the city limits?
One of the main issues in attracting business opportunities to our area has been the inability to provide adequate water and sewer capacity. With those issues resolved, we can now provide those needs. We are working with the Downtown Development Group to upgrade and improve the image of our commercial business district. We have just approved matching grant applications for 2 businesses to improve their buildings. There are others wishing to do the same thing. Right now we are working with 4 businesses that are interested in moving into our city or county. At our last council meeting, we approved monies to offer dollars for jobs creation. I am receptive to tax abatements and job dollars as long as we have an accountable method to assure value for our dollars. A common question I hear is, why don't we have a this or that? Why don't y'all bring this business to Live Oak? The answer is simply economics. When a business runs the numbers and determines it can make a profit in Live Oak, we won't be able to keep them out.
Well, thanks again for being here. We really appreciate you coming and doing the interview. And something that we want you to be able to do is to finish out this interview. Just encourage you to look right into the camera and just address your voters. June 8th, of course, is just days away.
Right.
And the final race will be decided. And so we just want to give you this time to address your voters and just appeal to them. So take it away.
Thank you. All right, thank you. In closing, I'd like to caution each voter to know the candidates and base their vote upon the complete facts. Sound bites and one-liners should not decide an election. I have been available in person, by phone, and at my coffee with your councilman to discuss any and all issues. I ask that you vote for a mature and experienced councilman to be your representative. I have represented the city in what I felt was in the best interest of all. You may contact me to answer any questions you may still have. Again, thank you, and please vote for Mark Stewart as your city councilman, full-time and sensible choice for city councilman, District 4. Again, thank you very much.